Mama Rose, a lot of the audience don't know who you are, but you're one of the pioneers of the African community. Actually, the African Fest of Arts, which is coming up, you played a major role in setting that up, and even Ghana Fest and all these festivals.
Yes.
Tell us, give us a brief background of who Mama Rose is.
I would say thank God for the grace and for us to be here safe. And I'm very grateful and I'm very honored for you to let us come in the studio
Thank you.
and see what as Africans around the globe we can do together. Because that's the main vision that I have since 1980s. When I organized with Dr. Lati, Dr. Iwa, the brothers from South Africa, Dr. Matenda from Zimbabwe, and other sisters that we must organize. We must. My life is to organize and to unite, so whereby we can do things together. And I always seek how can we work together.
Where does Mama Rose originally
I'm from East Africa.
You're from East Africa.
Yes.
And you moved to Chicago sometime
in the
80s?
70s.
In the 70s, okay. And so you, based on our conversations, tell us how you helped start all these festivals that we have come to love now. In Chicago.
My husband brought us from Africa here.
Okay.
He came in Africa as a Pan-Africanist and to the conference, so he stays in Africa, especially in Tanzania, though they came through Kenya and then to Tanzania. So whereby that's where he met me.
Okay.
And he brought me here. And after that, I went to running. So I went to school and I have to go to school and get children and take care of children. And so while I'm in school too, also I was organizing. Also to say, we as African people, so-called black, we must learn how to work together.
Okay. So how did you start African Fest of Arts?
UAO, the African United Organization.
Yes.
Okay, first he was.
But were you part of the setting up of the African Fest of Life or the African Festival of Arts?
I'm a member.
Yes.
I used to just to be a member. I used to work with Patrick Woodito.
Okay. Which one did you help start with? Is it Ghana Fest?
Ghana Fest. Okay. I'm the one who started Ghana Fest.
With the help of some other people? Do you remember who you started it with?
No. Dr. Lati. If you remember Dr. Lati?
No, I don't remember him.
Kwakulati, he passed away.
Okay.
He went to Ghana to run for office as a president, something against students. And he didn't come back.
So which year was this?
I don't know what year, but he was in the early 90s. You know, when Rawlings was running for the office.
When Rawlings was okay.
That's when he went to run for the office. But before then, we started Homowo.
Okay.
But then they changed it into Ghana Fest. But I was instrumental to help him go the paperwork and the strings and this and this in the city hall and introduce it to the community, because my philosophy is we cannot be only an African organization without the African American people.
Okay.
Because we are here because the African American people have paved the way for us to be here.
Right.
So that's the philosophy that I believe. And because they are here before us and they made a way for us, then we must unite. So that's when we started there, because we have, what do you call it? I started the East African Community Organization. So when the mayor, Mr. Washington, Herr Washington, was leaving, so he told us, he said, Sister Rose, he said, the organization, you have so many organizations.
Right.
Nigerian, this is the East African, this. He said, is if you create a unite whereby you can have the commission like the Jewish Commission, you can have like the Asiatic Commission and things like that. Also you can have the African Commission, whereby you can have the African. And I saw it made sense because I was trying even before then. I used to only to go to help other organizations. When they have event, I'll go to help them. Today they are fun. I'll go to help them. And I always talk to them, folks, we must unite. We must organize. That's the only way we can be free. So then finally when the mayor became to be a mayor in the office, so with the help of the Alderman Marvin Carter and Miss Sally Johnson, she was a commissioner. And then another person, I think, she was an alderman. So they are the ones, really, there was a big instrument to push in our commission to become the African Commission in Chicago for the first time in the world. So we organized, and when I organized, we went to Kennedy King. I asked Dr. Pace if we will have, the introduction at the Kennedy King College. He did let us do it at the International Hall. It was so many people, and so many people came. They were so happy because I have like different 54 countries. If it was not 54, but at least 50 different countries that we came to organize the one they participated. And so then from there, that's when we started the Commission on African Affairs, the UAO. The Organization of African Affairs. But it was really started from the East African community when I told him, I said, we must do this. And so we couldn't.
With your experience in the city of Chicago, and you have clearly stated that you have, since you came to this country, you started trying to help other communities develop, right? Trying to help organize other communities. Then the call for organizing your community also came through whilst we were helping. Now, what do you think that as an African community, from when you started till now, do you think we've come a long way in organizing our community? And what else do you think that we have to do to better have a more organized community?
The main issue is, my vision is Africa will never be free.
Before you continue, do we still have Innocent on the line though? Okay, thank you. Please go ahead. Africa will never be free, yes.
Africa will never be free, or Africa will never free themselves if they are not united or if they are not organized, or if the Africans are not economically empowered.
Economically empowered. That is the key word. Okay.
And so, therefore, we need to work together, and we need to know how to work together. It's very important. For me, I like to organize through the grassroots. That's my business. Grassroots, I must start from the grassroots, and especially women and children.
Do you think that the African community in Chicago have done very well in terms of organizing ourselves and bringing our community together? Would you say so?
We're coming a long way, but it's still
a lot of work to do.
A lot.
Okay.
Because we are still not organized. We are not still united.
Why? Why do you think we have that problem?
Because I'm not going to start this.
No, you have to say.
Always they tell me I start radical things. But I'm telling you, this African mentality from Africa is still here.
Okay.
They brought it with them. Instead of saying, okay, what was yesterday, we will live there yesterday. What can we do today?
Right.
How can we help each other? What I'm talking about is about economic empowerment. If today Ghana have a fundraiser, I would not put up a fundraiser in the same day or in the same time.
Right.
I will not do that. If Kenya have a fundraiser, or like they have the Ghana Fest, I will not put up my fest over there from Kenya. That's not the principle.
Okay, so the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but we have to have a centralized center. I mean, a centralized maybe networking where information can be really information can easily be gotten and sent to. Here's what I'm trying to say. If I'm from Ghana, I want to do my fundraiser. I don't know what the Uganda community is doing because there's no direct link. There's no centralized platform where we can share information. So because we don't know that, we are all doing separate things and unintentionally hurting each other. So maybe what can help us move in the right direction is the OAU that you talked about, the African
African United Organization, which is the FUNC, though some people say it's still existing, but it's really not per se.
It's not functioning the way it's supposed to.
No.
So what we have to work on is to have a functional African center or Afro center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like an office space or a building, right? Where we have folks from other countries representing,
amen,
including the African American community,
amen,
right? So that if you want information from Tanzania, Uganda, Togo, Benin, or Nigeria, when you go to this place, there's an office for all of us.
Amen.
So I think this is where this is how I think when we have that, when we can have a base where we can leap off of, because there is no building that can stand on a weak foundation.
Amen.
At this moment, we have a very weak foundation.
Yes.
And what can solidify our union is to have one big center, one office center where we can all work together from. We have a call on the line. Please tell us your name and why you're calling.
My name is Kenny, and I'm calling because good evening, Sena.
Oh, my brother. Good evening. How are you?
And good evening, Mama Rose.
He said good evening.
Good evening, Kenny. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. I like what you're talking about, and I hope we can enlighten our people. Mama Rose mentioned something about people bringing mentality, from back from Africa. But I think part of it also depends on how people are desegregated or segregated back home on a cultural basis. That when they come here and migrate, as immigration is, people stick into their communities. So we do not have outreach where we don't have a center like I always like to say that WGHC, where like all Africans can tune in, where we can say something common. Because we are many, we are all over the place. Like Sena, you mentioned, I can't know if a Ghanaian is having a fundraiser or a Tanzanian is having a fundraiser. So we still miss that piece. There is that epicenter where everybody can come, where everybody can get information, and where everybody can do something on the same wavelength. And I like what Mama Rose said. We don't stick together. We don't support each other. It's there's that people are egoistic. Most people want to be in leadership are egoistic. People want to take credit for what has just happened. To build something is not just a one-day thing. It's not what Mama Rose has done or what Sen has done or what Kenya has done, but it's about what has the group done, what has the team done, and what is the way forward. And I've done this a lot. I've worked with Mama Rose and a lot of different entities and organizations. If I realize there's no seriousness and there's nothing much I can do, I'll rather just move forward. But sometimes I move and leave my foot in there. Where my help is needed, I'll come in. But all I can say is we miss that piece. We miss that epicenter, that real center where all Africans can look up to and say this is where we belong.
I mean, that's an excellent point. And thank you so much, DJ Kenny, for your input. You always have brilliant input. Thank you so much for that. We have 2 more minutes. I'll let you give us your last words. Unfortunately, we couldn't get you because you had to work.
Yes.
Hopefully, we are hoping to get you here on later so we can have a long conversation with you. All right. Yes. So please give us your last words, and then
I want to say I'm very grateful, and for you young people, what you are doing, that's my vision. That's why I'm working with young people most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And whereby that's what I do. I teach young people to stay out of trouble and to do business as well as to organize. I'm a grassroots organizer as well as business entrepreneur for young people.
If you want to watch this show again, go to the Progressive Mind Show on Facebook. We are also on YouTube. All right. Stay blessed. See you next week. Bye bye.